So, Poland, within the last month, has started cracking down on illegal immigration through the use of deadly force. And to be honest with you, I'm all for it. So today we're going to be reviewing a video by a YouTuber by the name of Oliviera. Amazing journalist. Don't know if that's what he intended to, or if that's what he set out to do initially, but he's phenomenal. Phenomenal, thorough, fair, represents people accurately, truthfully. It's great. So I'd like to invite you along on a journey with me, watching this beautiful vid, and we'll gather our thoughts, see what we think of it, and I'll share my thoughts as to what I really think is the root of all of this. I think it's so much more deep than people are alluding to.
I break through the wall. What happens to me next?
You will die like a dog.
The lowest unemployment in European Union is Poland. The highest GDP after COVID, Poland. One of the lowest debts, Poland.
This is Dominic, a member of the European Parliament from Poland, the country that just approved.
And I like that guy. To me, he's genuine. I'm sure I don't know him. I only can see how he's portraying himself and how they're portraying him. But I like the cut of his jib, because he has some testicles within his scrotum that still operate and still produce testosterone. And he uses them to his advantage.
The new measure to shoot and kill anyone that tries to illegally enter their border.
Unfortunately, one of our soldiers was killed with a spear. Because they behave like animals, unfortunately. They don't.
Throwing spears through the wall. That doesn't make sense to me. How does that make sense? Let me in. No. Okay, well, I'm going to throw spears through the wall at you then. It's like, and then expecting they let you in? It's completely foolish. It's like taking a shit on someone's porch and then wondering why they're not inviting you over for dinner. Well, it was just a shit. I only shit there because you didn't let me in the first place. I was angry. Let me in. No, you shit here. Or like going up to someone's home and just opening the door and their 12-year-old daughter answers the door and you blow a handful of sand in her face. And then you wonder why they're not letting you borrow their tire pump or their cell phone. Because you just hurt us. We don't owe you any favors. But then what these guys do on top of that is, okay, so we asked you for a favor. You refused us. We threw spears at you. And now we're going to slander your name and tell everyone that you're a bad person on top of that. Boo-hoo. Go fuck yourself. You're not important enough. Fuck. People are deluded.
So we are protecting the whole Europe.
But Poland's strict border control and refusal to take in refugees from non-neighboring countries like Syria and Afghanistan has caused the EU to propose a €22,000 fine for each person Poland refuses to take in, and guys like Dominic to be labeled Islamophobic and
Excuse me. Sorry. $22,000 or 22,000 euros, so be $40,000. €22,000 fine per person you refuse to let in? Kiss my butt cheeks. I don't like them. They're violent. They'll hurt and rape my people. And you're going to charge me for not letting them in? Someone didn't eat their Wheaties this morning. I don't think. Because that's completely ludicrous. They're already doing it where we live. They, I don't know if it was on Facebook or something, but they posted a article about, like, if anyone has a spare bedroom for rent, we would really like it if you would home a Syrian refugee. No. I don't want to. Not because of racism or discrimination or prejudice. I just want my family here. I bought it. It's my home. I pay for it. I can allow anyone in here, like, what the fuck? But then if I don't, oh, you have a problem with the Syrians, eh? No. I want them to be there. Stay over there. Stay in your country. I'll stay in mine. I don't know why that's an issue. 22,000 pounds or euros. That's lunacy. That is just lunacy.
Proud of the fact that you haven't taken any refugees.
Of course, because this is what our people are expecting from our government. That's number one. This is why Poland is so safe. I don't care. I care about my family and about my country.
When I see the wall,
Bingo. I don't care. I care about my family and my country. You know, you've gotten to a point where you're so detached from reality and you're so foolish into thinking that you're invincible that you're letting all these immigrants in. When in Roman times, it took a Trojan horse to get those soldiers in the wall. It took an elaborate trick to infiltrate those borders, those walls. Now we just let them in for free, even though they're illegal and don't have documentation. In California, they're letting them vote without an ID now. And we pay them. And the government pays a percentage of their wage. It's like, just come over here. Come over here. I'll bend over and spread my butt cheeks for you. Which would you prefer, baby oil or a silicon-based lubricant?
And their border patrol now being able to kill migrants illegally trying to enter their country.
At university, what are a lot of the students' thoughts on, shooting down illegal?
And don't get me wrong, I don't like anyone dying. I'm not fist bumping because there's people dying. It's not what I'm fist bumping about. I find it tragic that those people are dying. It breaks my heart to think of small children and women freezing in the forests of Belarus. It breaks my heart. I'm not a monster. But I also can fist bump at a country actually finally doing what countries are supposed to do. And saying, no, if you had to come here maybe and extended an olive branch, said, look, we'll keep to ourselves. We just want to pass through. Even though we took a huge cocksucking detour to get here. We just want to pass through here. No. You don't get to. Swim. Get a rowboat. Go around. I don't care.
It is bad because I don't see any purpose to use a gun for the person. First of all, we need to talk. We need to identify the intention of...
Yeah, it's hard to talk when you're getting spears thrown at you. Guns should never be used against people. I just want to sit there and I'll put my hands up and say, look, how are you feeling? Well, I have a spear in my liver. How are you doing? Do you want a blanket? Do you need an antacid? I have some Pepto-Bismol. Would you like some? Would you like a handful of cashews? You speared me. We think we're too sophisticated. We think we're way brighter and way more fucking advanced than we are. We were having gun duels 200 years ago. Less than 200 years ago. You'd walk into a saloon, someone would say, you know what? I don't like the cut of your jib. We're going to go and shoot guns at one another at lunchtime. And whoever wins gets to live. Just because you came in here, clicked your stirrups on your boots funny, and sat in my stool at the bar. Everyone in town knows that's my fucking stool. We're going to shoot guns at one another. And I'm faster than you. And everyone knows it.
19, we had a little bit of freedom, but then in 1939, Germany and Russia attacked.
Both fronts.
Both. And we...
Even this right here. When's the last time, I'm in Canada, so for my fellow Canadians out there, even for my fellow Americans, the only candidate I've seen in the States, really, that is seen at all like that, none of them would walk around the streets. None of them would. Justin Trudeau definitely wouldn't, because he'd probably get shit thrown at him. He's that hated, people would probably throw their dung at his face. That or rocks, acorns, pine cones, anything. Shoes. This guy can just walk through the streets in these beautifully kept streets. And I really don't think, I thought about it too when I watched this, is this one of those San Francisco type deals? Like, did the Chinese bastard just leave? And did he get this all looking nice for this one YouTuber? Nah. You know it always looks this way. because people have pride and respect for their country. Unlike here. British Columbia is a fucking zombie land when they legalized all the drugs. It looks like fucking shit there. Everyone stinks. Everyone's standing there with their heads hung like zombies. But it's better to give the drug addicts more drugs so that and clean needles so that they don't get AIDS and they don't do it badly and hurt themselves even worse. The last thing that any addict needs is someone to enable them and tell them, no, it's okay. I'll never understand what you're feeling. Here's some crystal meth. Here's some fentanyl. That's what we do to our citizens. And we wonder why our streets don't look like that.
We had this terrible communism in Poland for 70 years. That's why I hate Putin. I hate him because
And that's why I hate Putin.
Here's the pierogis, the Poland, and
come. I'm telling you. This is
Come, the final frontier.
the only interview in my whole career when I let someone record me while I'm eating.
How is it? As a man of the people.
God, that looks so good.
It's Saturday night, but look.
Yeah.
There's no bag.
Look at that. Looks like fucking heaven. You can just walk down there in your shorts, without a gun, without a knife, without fear, and just walk there. What happened? What happened? You know why that works? It's because all those people are operating under the same, both probably moral and religious framework. They're all playing the same game. Uniculture. They have a little bit, but they're playing the same game by the same rules. The reason we're in such disharmony over here is because there's too many goddamn cultures. It's a soup. How can you ever hope to reach harmony when everyone's got a different god? That's what the world's for. It's what the globe is for. It's why that's what the fuck is. Oh my god.
There's no fentanyl. We don't do Chick-fil-A. We don't do
McDonald's,
No, we don't.
Burger King,
No, we don't.
KFC.
No, we don't. We do proper Polish. Very
Yeah.
healthy.
No fast food. No fast food because they actually care about their citizens. They don't just care about making money off of them. Over here, they'd feed you, if they could morph like tiger shit into a hamburger patty and have it taste just like beef, they would, if they could get it for a dime a dozen. They'd feed you liquid nitrogen. They don't give a fuck. That's why everyone's fucking mentally ill over here and obese.
Bruh.
Sure. It took us 30 seconds to have a soldier reacting for someone's presence. Nie przekraczamy, mamy...
Mógł mi pan przypomnieć, jak się pan nazywa?
Dominik Tarczyński.
Does he know you?
Yes, but you have to say your name.
I see.
There's no jokes. That's why
Okay.
I think they're professional. They
Okay.
know their job.
Good.
No najlepiej by było, bo to też dla własnego spokoju, nie? Że oni później nagrywają i widzą, kto tutaj wchodzi, kto nie wchodzi. No.
Tak?
No tak, nie wiadomo, kto się wczai w krzakach, nie? Także jest też dla własnego bezpieczeństwa.
So he says if we don't have a masks, for us it's not good to be there because they are recording Russians and Belarusians. They want to know who's into the subject, who's interested in the border protection. So for our own safety, we don't have a masks. We shouldn't enter.
That's what I mean too. So they're sitting out there. Not only are they sitting out there in the woods waiting to come in, but the Russians and the Belarusians are taking photos to see who's on the inside, like who's advocating and who's supporting and enforcing these. Like, go fucking nosy bastards. Fuck you. Don't look in here. Fuck yourself. Go around. Like, oh my god. Wonder what they're doing in there. Was it you that's not letting people in there? What gives you the right? I have to shit. I'm tired. My feet hurt. Well, you shouldn't have been tricked by people into leaving your home country and walking thousands of kilometers. It sucked there, but it's your home. Go down with the ship.
It's not safe. It's a war. It's not a joke.
So we'd be in the database.
Yeah.
And is this largely contested right here? Are people trying to go through this?
Right.
That's shorter, much shorter compared to this.
That looks pretty sharp. You definitely get a couple paper cuts going through there. And by paper cuts, I mean razor blade cuts.
Trying to force Polish border, and they lost.
Okay.
We stopped them. It was, I don't know, maybe 10,000 of them. A lot. So a lot of things going on at the moment.
Look at that. There's clothes right there. People are trying to get over this.
Straight away. So I'm proud. I'm proud to be here, to see these soldiers and to see their service and to see the wall. Because when I see the wall, I do understand that this is for my future children, for my future wife, for my future family. I would say to every single leftist, if you don't believe that this is war, come and see. Come and see.
And the landscape, the political landscape in Canada right now is just, it has no longevity. None. And we've actually been really considering Poland or Japan as two of the better places. Great nutrition, great regulations on nutrition. It's illegal to be able to weigh profit with health. They're just like, no. It's a human right to provide these people with proper nutrients and food. It doesn't matter if it's more expensive for us. It's their right. And if we feed them properly, they will be more productive for us. It's a win-win. But over here, they feed us like shit and wonder why everyone's fucking mentally ill. There's only so much that can be done through talk. You know, we can sit here for thousands of years and talk about what's wrong. But it takes action. And I'd love to go see it someday. I really would. See the world. Do some real journalism. And see it for myself. You know? That's what I want. I'm tired of taking people's words for shit because I don't trust anyone anymore. I don't. I want to see it. Let me see it myself. But anyway, thank you for watching, and you have a wonderful day.